Welcome to Rapid Read Summaries. Today we are going to explore one of the most influential books ever written on psychology and personal development, Mindset: The New Psychology of Success by Dr. Carol S. Dweck. This groundbreaking book has inspired millions of readers around the world by presenting a powerful idea: success is not determined only by talent, intelligence, or natural ability. Instead, our greatest potential depends on the way we think about ourselves and our capacity to grow. For decades, people believed that intelligence was something we were born with, and that it remained unchanged throughout life. Dr. Dweck challenges this belief through years of psychological research, showing that our abilities can develop through learning, persistence, and continuous effort. According to her, the beliefs we hold about ourselves shape every decision we make. They influence how we respond to challenges, how we react to failure, how we accept criticism, and ultimately, how successful we become. Understanding this simple idea can completely transform the way we approach life. The author explains that people generally develop one of the two ways of thinking. The first is a mindset that sees abilities as fixed and unchangeable. People with this outlook believe that they are either naturally gifted or they are not. They often avoid difficult tasks because they fear making mistakes. When they fail, they see it as evidence that they lack intelligence or talent. Instead of learning from criticism, they become discouraged, compare themselves with others, and gradually stop taking risks. Although this way of thinking may provide temporary comfort, it limits personal growth and prevents people from reaching their full potential. The second way of thinking is completely different. It is based on the belief that abilities can improve through dedication, learning, and consistent practice. People who adopt this attitude understand that every expert was once a beginner. They know that talent may provide an advantage, but effort determines long-term success. Rather than avoiding challenges, they welcome them because every challenge teaches a valuable lesson. Instead of seeing failure as the end of the journey, they see it as an opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and more capable. One of the most important lessons from this book is that failure is not the opposite of success. It is the part of the journey towards success. Every great scientist, athlete, entrepreneur, artist, and leader has experienced disappointment. The difference is that successful people refuse to let failure define them. They carefully examine their mistakes, learn from them, and return stronger than before. Every setback becomes a lesson, and every lesson brings them one step closer to achieving their goals. Another powerful idea is the value of effort. Many people mistakenly believe that if someone works hard, it means they are not naturally talented. But Dr. Dweck argues exactly the opposite. Effort is not a sign of weakness, it is the process through which talent grows. A musician becomes exceptional by practicing for years. An athlete reaches the highest level through disciplined training. A writer improves by writing, editing, and learning from every draft. Great achievements are rarely the result of talent alone. They are built through patience, persistence, and the willingness to improve every single day. The book also reminds us to pay attention to the way we speak to ourselves. Our inner voice has a tremendous influence on our confidence and motivation. When we repeatedly tell ourselves that we are not good enough, our actions begin to reflect those beliefs. However, changing just a few words can completely shift our perspective. Instead of saying, I can't do this, we can say, I can't do this yet. That small word, yet, opens the door to possibility. It reminds us that today's limitations do not have to become tomorrow's reality. These principles extend far beyond classrooms or workplaces. They apply to every area of life. In our relationships, they encourage us to become better listeners and more understanding partners. In our careers, they inspire us to embrace new opportunities instead of fearing change. In our education, they motivate us to continue learning even when progress feels slow. Personal growth is not a destination that we reach overnight. It is a lifelong journey of becoming a little better than we were yesterday. As we reflect on these ideas, one important question naturally arises. Which mindsets guides our own lives? Do we avoid challenges because we fear failure, or do we welcome them as opportunities to grow? Do we allow criticism to discourage us, or do we use it to improve? The answers to these questions shape not only our present but also our future. The central message of this book is both simple and inspiring. Our future is not written by our natural abilities alone, it is written by our willingness to learn, to preserve, and to keep moving forward despite difficulties. Every skill can be developed, every mistake can become a lesson, every challenge can become an opportunity. The moment we begin believing that growth is possible, we unlock possibilities that once seemed beyond our reach. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the powerful ideas behind mindset. If you found this summary valuable, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel Rapid Summaries, and share it with someone who believes that success is reserved only for the naturally talented. Remember, your abilities do not define your future, your mindset does. Until next time, keep reading, keep listening, keep learning, and keep growing. Thank you very much for listening.